Charlie Angus slams election strategy and Parliament's drift. Calls for NDP renewal and defense against far-right threats. July 19, 2025. Former New Democratic Party (NDP) MP Charlie Angus has re-emerged as one of Canada's most candid political voices, launching a full-throated critique of his party's disastrous federal election performance, denouncing Parliament's silence in the face of rising authoritarian threats, and urging a deep renewal of political engagement. Unmitigated disaster. Post-election fallout. In the aftermath of the April 28, 2025 federal election, Charlie Angus did not mince words. The NDP's performance was an unmitigated disaster, he said bluntly in an interview with multiple local outlets. We lost not just seats, but our identity. We became obsessed with digital popularity and forgot the people who built this movement. The election left the NDP with just 7 seats, stripping it of official party status. Even party leader Jagmeet Singh lost his own seat, sparking a leadership crisis and a wave of internal frustration. Angus, who represented the Ontario riding of Timmins, James Bay from 2004 until his recent retirement, argued that the party became too focused on centralized, image-driven campaigning. He specifically criticized the over-reliance on social media, particularly TikTok, and a messaging strategy that targeted youth demographics while alienating older, working-class Canadians who once formed the party's backbone. From bean dinners to TikTok. The cultural shift. We used to knock on doors. We used to host bean dinners. That was how we organized, Angus reflected. Now everything is about getting likes online. That's not politics, that's advertising. He blamed party operatives and data consultants for pushing a leader first model that turned the NDP into a brand, not a movement. Angus believes that by chasing youth-driven digital metrics, the NDP ignored its traditional community-focused roots. The working class didn't leave us, we left them, he said. Angus has since become a central figure among a growing chorus of voices within the NDP calling for a return to grassroots organizing, internal democracy, and decentralized power structures. He is encouraging local riding associations to resist any attempts to impose a top-down leadership succession process. Rejecting top-down rebuild. Following the election, NDP insiders began discussing how to rebuild. Angus has publicly opposed any coronation-style leadership handover. In an op-ed and in numerous interviews, he insisted the process must be democratic, transparent, and open to fresh voices, not controlled by political insiders. This isn't just about picking a new leader, it's about fixing the foundation, Angus wrote. He has urged the party to revive local riding associations with real autonomy, host public, in-person events focused on local issues, build coalitions with labor groups, Indigenous communities, and grassroots movements. Angus has ruled himself out as a candidate for the leadership but has not stepped back from the conversation. Instead, he sees his role as a mentor and moral compass for a party that, in his view, has lost direction. A parliament in denial. In addition to his scathing internal critique, Angus has sharply rebuked Canada's parliament for failing to respond to global authoritarian trends, especially in the United States. At a press event held in the parliamentary precinct on June 12, Angus warned of the export of MAGA-style politics, and said Canada is not immune to the spread of right-wing populism. He specifically condemned former U.S. President Donald Trump's re-emergence on the global stage and criticized Canada's diplomatic engagement with individuals he calls agents of division. We must not treat Trump and his enablers as ordinary politicians. They are part of a growing fascist movement, he warned. He further criticized Parliament's theater of denial, saying it is more focused on optics and partisan spin than confronting real threats to democracy. Angus took particular aim at the idea that former Republican official Pete Hoekstra, a close Trump ally, may serve as an informal liaison between the U.S. and Canada. He called Hoekstra a MAGA ambassador, and said Canada must be wary of giving him or others any diplomatic space. From collapse to renewal. What's next? Angus's message is resonating, especially among older NDP members and longtime organizers who feel the party lost its way.